Hello everybody, hope you're having a great day. Take a look at this, Dutch apple pie. What makes it Dutch apple pie is the topping. It's really delicious and easy to make. Let me show you how to do it. Well, first of all, you need to make a pie crust, or you could buy one. They're not that hard to make. I made this one, and it turned out pretty good. And then you put it in your pie shell and get that all in place. Now, I'm not worried about the edges looking pretty. I'm just making a pie to eat. So I'm going to put this in the refrigerator while I get the filling ready. And you want to get some heat on a pot and put in 4 tablespoons of butter. This is regular salted butter, and get that melting. And to that we're going to add 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg, and then 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, and then 1/4 teaspoon of salt. It's there on top, and 1/4 cup of brown sugar, and 1/2 cup of regular white sugar into the pot. And we'll give that a quick stir and let that start melting. And I have 5 Granny Smith apples that I'm going to prepare, but you can use any kind of apples you like. I'm going to pre-cook these so they reduce in size and so I can get more apples into the pie. And so we put these in the pot, and the brown sugar is melting, and we want to give it a quick stir. I know traditionally you just put the raw apples into the pie shell with sugar and cinnamon, but I'm going to give these a little head start in the pot there. And so in the meantime, I'm going to prepare the topping, or the crumble, and that's 3/4 of a cup of flour and 1/2 a cup of sugar, regular sugar, and then 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. Give that a quick stir. Get it nice and combined, all that sugar and flour mixed together well. And then we're going to add butter, 6 tablespoons or 3/4 of a stick of regular salted butter. And you want to break that up into little pieces. I had cut the pieces up, and now I'm squeezing them. You can use a pastry cutter, but I find it just as easy to squeeze it by hand. It's easier for me to wash my hand than to wash that pastry cutter. Anyway, once you get it all squeezed and combined, it looks like that. And we're going to put this in the refrigerator until we need it. Now, those apples are simmering and are reducing, and that's what we want. This pie is going to be absolutely loaded with apples. And these Granny Smith apples are so strong in flavor. And in order to make sure that it's not too runny, I'm going to use a spoonful of cornstarch and water dissolved. And then you pour it into those hot apples and you give it a mix, and that'll help thicken the juice so it's not too runny in the pie. So you stir it in like that, and just in a minute or two you'll notice that it gets thicker. Now it's time to put the filling in the pie shell. So can you tell it's thicker? It's thickened up. And so we just put this in the pie shell. That's still hot. I don't know if you can see it steaming or not. It hasn't cooled off. And you just kind of level it out, making it just a little higher in the middle. And then you take the crumble and you put a thin coating just on top. And it has butter and sugar and all of the ingredients. And now all we do is put it in a preheated oven. I have that oven preheated to 375 degrees, and we cooked it for 55 minutes. And there it is. Delicious Dutch apple pie. Once it's cooled off, it's time to cut it and have a taste. Now, what's your favorite pie? You know, at the holiday season, and we have Thanksgiving coming up, pumpkin pie is the tradition. But not everyone likes pumpkin pie, so this Dutch apple might be a nice addition to your regular pumpkin pie for Thanksgiving menu. Anyway, the first slice is always the hardest to get out. Oh, part of it stayed in. Oh well, that happens. Get this little edge back, get it off and get it back on the plate. But the pie is staying together nicely. It's not runny, and that's important. Have a look. Put a little ice cream on there. Just right. Now it's time for a taste. Oh yeah, look at that. Smells delicious. Looks good. Let's have a taste. What do you think? Oh, wonderful. And let me show you the bottom. Let me give you a look at the way the crust turned out, because what you want is a nice flaky crust. Can you tell that this is nice and flaky? It's not soggy at all. I don't know if it comes through very well in the video, but it's a very nice flaky crust. And the crust is just as good as the pie itself. Well, anyway, I'm going to enjoy this. Look at that apple and crust. I don't even need the ice cream. Well, there you have it. Dutch apple pie, homemade. I hope you give it a try. Thanks for watching. Take care. We'll see you next time. Bye now.